See, I still look like I'm pregnant.
Sit forward then.
It doesn't make it look any better how they just come in here, and if you get liposuction, like you don't get the fat does not. But if you get liposuction, you don't get like fat where they took the liposuction out, and wherever the fat is transferred to, that's where that gets big. So what I want to do is take the fat from my stomach, put it in my hips, in my butt, lift that up, get a breast lift. I don't know about the breasts are fine, and sew my abs back together so I don't have diastasis recti anymore. Looks like I'm pregnant. I don't like it. I can't wear things that I usually would have been able to wear. And I know, yeah, I have kids and my body looks the way it does because of that, and I don't be exercising, but mostly because I had kids. And I do have this stomach thing going on. I don't like it. I don't look like myself.
Who do you look like then?
I look like someone else. I don't feel comfortable. I'll say that. I don't feel comfortable in my body.
But I think that's more of an internal struggle. Like we've talked about this, but I think that's more of a not feeling comfortable in your body. It's your body. So if you don't feel comfortable to the degree that you feel unhealthy, like you can't walk up a flight of stairs, that's one thing. If you don't feel comfortable in your body to the degree of it's a self-image issue, like your opinion of the way you look, you judge yourself, that's more of a confidence, psychological thing. You go get the surgery today, and then a year or two from now, you haven't been exercising or whatever, life happens, and your body looks a different way that you don't like or that you disapprove of. You keep re-upping on surgery?
No. I just want to correct the problem that's going on right here. I don't like it. I don't feel comfortable. I can't wear the things I wore before.
That's not what you said though. Because you talked about taking it from your stomach and put it on your butt.
Well, you're going to take fat from somewhere. Don't just throw it away. Put it in my booty. Put it in my hips. I want some wider hips.
That's make me a plastic woman. Like,
not plastic.
I don't like the way I look, and I'm not willing to put forth the effort to try and exercise toward it. Just let me go up under the knife and let me design the way I want to look.
I think surgery is normal these days. It's normal.
Shouldn't be. There's a lot of things that are normal these days that should not be.
I just feel like if you don't like something and you have the money to change it, go and change it. I don't like how I look pregnant, and people keep asking me if I'm pregnant. I hate that.
Work out. I hate it. Exercise.
I can do that. But what if that doesn't work?
You haven't tried consistently.
I know. I'm not comfortable. And like having a baby already, after you have a baby, you have to redefine who you are because you have this extra life. You're going through all these hormones and all these changes, and psychologically it's like overwhelming. And then there's your body issues, your body image and how you look. You're trying to hold on to who you were before while embracing what's going on right now and trying to meet in the middle to meet this new person. I feel like I've struggled each and every time we've had kids. I used to be the flyest. I had Bailey. I was still okay. Then after I had Luke, I blew up like a balloon and I thought I was gonna snap back, but I didn't. And now I'm like carrying around 30, 40 pounds more than I was before. And it's different. And now it's just like affecting me. And then I had this baby. And I'm relatively the same size, but the belly is protruding more than it was before. Keep looking at videos and about how other people have gotten surgery and how that's worked out for them. And I'm getting that constant validation like, yeah, you can get surgery. Go ahead, do it. You're grown. You can pay for it. You feel like you should. That's going to make everything, or not everything, but that's going to make it a little bit better. I don't hate myself. I just don't feel comfortable wearing clothes. And I love clothes. And I haven't felt comfortable in clothes in like 4 or 5 years. You notice like my style and how I dress has gone from here to sweatpants and t-shirts, maybe some jeans.
I mean, that's the thing. How you feel about yourself and your ability to dress nice and to think that you're fly is tied to your weight.
I can dress this body, and I know I can make it look nice, but I don't want to.
Why? It's your body.
I don't want to because I don't like it.
Well, if you don't like it, why not exercise? Why not change your eating habits completely? Why not be consistent with a plan to do something different?
It's easier said than done. And it's
agree.
7 o'clock and it's bedtime and the dinner hasn't been cooked. Chick-fil-A sounds so convenient, so easy. Drive through, pick it up, you got food, and I'll deal with the consequences later. And later becomes 5 years later.
You know what? I'm a witness. You know, every now and again I sit and I'm hunched and man titties show. You know, I'm skinny fat. It happens. Who I am is not tied to what I look like. Self-worth is not even remotely tied to how much hair I'm able to keep on top of my head. Like, these are things I notice about my body as well, but at the same time, I accept them. This is me. This is my body. I'm comfortable. I'm proud of who I am. And who I am is not defined by what I look like. I'm dope because of, and I know this is after school specialist, what's on the inside.
You don't have to say that with her. I think you can say that because you've always been a person that does not care about opinion. You've been that kind of you're not self-conscious about things. At least you don't let it show. On the other hand, I'm a woman, and just like in this society, I'm just designed from 7 years old, from the time you see yourself in the mirror, to be self-conscious. My mom raised me to be confident. She always reassured me that my blackness, my hair, whatever, was beautiful, but it's just you reach that certain age, and not to mention with social media, that it's out of control and you can't help but compare.
What you're saying though is that you can't help but conform because of social media and society and how other people feel and what they're forcing. This is what you sound like. Because of what other people think, then you can't help but conform to that ideology.
I've always felt like I was shaped like a little boy. I ain't got no hips. I'm just shaped like...
I'm just out here humping on little boys. That's what you're trying to...
I'm not saying
little
that,
boys.
but I just always thought a woman's shape, especially a black woman's shape, you have hips, you have a butt. I mean, that's what you're shaped like. I thought that, I wasn't a grown woman because I looked like a little girl, up until I had children. I had boobs. The bottom half wasn't matching up. I'm not trying to be shaped like a wasp. I just want my stomach to be flat. Go down. I'm tired of women over 50 asking me if I'm having another baby. I want to punch you in the face.
Then exercise, mama. Exercise. I know it's no gym, but you can do some sit-ups, mama.
I can't do sit-ups.
You can change your eating habits, mama.
I can't change my...
You keep saying I can't, but it sounds like an excuse, mama.
They are excuses. I'm not going to say that I'm perfect and I tried to exercise and it still hasn't worked. I think without surgery, with surgery and it would be able to go in, I would look okay.
We had this talk a couple of months ago, and I think that you should make some changes, and I'll be there to support you and to work with you. If you decide to go surgery, I haven't said it to this point, you go and do surgery, but I mean, you know how I'm gonna feel about it, and I can't help the way, or not I can't help the way, but the way I feel about it and the way I think towards an attitude that says I'm just gonna go under the knife because I don't feel like putting in the work, the way I feel about that type of attitude is never going to change.
I'm unhappy, so surgery is a way out, or it's a easier alternative than doing the work. That's lazy of me. That's a lazy mentality. I know that. I don't have time to exercise. I don't have time to myself to get away from the baby and go and do a workout or even try to do one at home. I don't have the time. I'm going to school and I'm helping the kids with school and I go to work and I'm a mom and I'm a wife and I got all this stuff going on.
Everyone has a time. You have the time to do stuff that you want to do, or you make the time. If you really wanted to, gyms aren't really open right now unless you find a place where you work out outside, but if you really wanted to go do that, I support you. When you were going, you had the personal trainer, I supported you. I'll keep the baby. That's no thing. We can find somebody for that. We can find time for that. We have money to send you to the gym or to a personal trainer or to work out online or whatever it is. We have money to do that if we have money to go do surgery. You just see an easy way and you want to jump on that easy way. Now again, that's your decision. I'm gonna feel how I feel about it.
It's not like you're complaining. I know you're not complaining. I know that you don't, I mean, you care, but it's not like you're gonna leave me if I keep looking like this.
Not even like I'm not gonna leave you. It's not an issue for me. It's not even a thing. It's not even like a concern for me. I don't think any two ways about the way you look. I'm not into you for how you look. I think you look beautiful, by the way, but I'm not into you for that. Like that's surface level. That's first month. And whatever you decide to do, you do. You're not gonna lose my respect. But I feel like before you make that type of decision, you should put more effort into doing what you can on your own without
I've fallen victim to the image, to the machine, to the point where it's like, I don't care what you think. I don't even know if I want it for myself. Like, will I be satisfied? Like you were saying before, will I be satisfied with my body, or will I have to go get something else and something else and something else?
The more concerning thing, I think, for me is not so much I feel the way I feel about the surgery, and I've always felt that way. But the more concerning thing to me is, where is your opinion of yourself? Am I nurturing that? Am I helping to feed and encourage and empower you to be confident in who you are? That's the other part of the concern for me. It's like, I feel like in some way, even though you are your own person, in some way, that's a failure on my part to validate and to appreciate and to have you understand, you know, your value from you look at yourself through my eyes, I see nothing but good. I see a loving mother. I see a beautiful wife. I see a sexy woman. I see the love of my life. And that's all I ever see. And I feel like in some regards, there's a failure on my part to get you to see yourself through my eyes. I mean, maybe I failed to value you or let you know how valuable you are as you are. But you don't need to do that. Maybe I'm making this deeper than it really is. But, you know, you do what you do. But, you know, I just... It's not the end of the world. I mean,
It's not. It's not.
You do the surgery, you do the surgery.
I felt like, part of me did feel like, you know what? Maybe I'll be more desirable to my husband, but he already does. Like, I was trying to fix something that was not broken. I'm thinking I can fix something that's not broken at all. Okay, I'll look good to me, so that will make me more comfortable in the bedroom, because I'm so self-conscious. I'm turn off the lights. Let's get under the covers, because I'm trying to hide something that you don't care.
Not just that I don't care. I'm attracted to you right now the way you look. Right now.
I know that. Yet I think that it's not even that I think that you don't like me. And then I'm thinking, oh, he thinks I have low confidence. And now he doesn't like me because I think I have low confidence.
Told you in just about every situation, there's almost nothing you can do that will make me leave you. And that is definitely not one of those things that would drive a wedge between us to where I wouldn't respect you or I wouldn't want to be with you. That is not one of those things. I never dislike you. I'm concerned about you. I do feel like, you know, when you were working out, when you were exercising, or even when I was working out, the confidence that you get from the way that you look is developed in the gym. It's because you put in the work to get there. I went under the knife and a plastic surgeon did this, and now I'm so much more confident. I feel like that's a skin deep type confidence because there was no effort or work that went into getting there. I mean, it's one thing when it's a medical issue. It's one thing when it's that, but you don't want to put in the work to do it or to try. Like if you were to try, just try. Like if you were to try and it didn't happen, this would be a different conversation. Still somewhat like, nah, babe, I don't want you to go on a knife. I really don't. But it would be a lot less, my concern would be a lot less of how are you valuing yourself?
I love you.
Love you too. I mean, you feel how you. As often as we have the conversation, my primary concern will always be, is it safe? And how are you, where's your self-worth? Like, how do you see yourself? And are you deriving your value from how you look too much? Hey, like, you look freaking beautiful, but even if you didn't, society-wise, even if you didn't, are you putting too much stock into how good you think you look?